When Yunfeng stepped into the cave, she saw gigantic holes inside. The girl was surprised to see this. She did not understand why there were many caves inside the cave. Yunfeng decided to not think too much about it. She chose a cave and ran into it. Outside the cave, we see that there is an heavy rainfall under the rain. Ye Tian made a stone grave for Lianbi. He prayed that the man would rest in peace. Our boy placed Lianbi's staff on the stones and stared at the grave. The mood in the air was sad and melancholic. While walking through a narrow path, Yunfeng sees another giant hole in the wall. The girl did not understand what was going on. The cave felt like a maze. While Yunfeng was looking at the hole, the ground began to split apart. The girl was shocked to see this. She did not understand what was happening before Yunfeng could take a step. The high-level monster came out of the ground and tried to devour her. Fortunately, Yunfeng jumped before the monster could touch her. The girl moved back in order to get a better view of the monster. Yunfeng was terrified to see the monster. She did not receive any information about the existence of a high-level monster. The monster, which looks like a giant earthworm, began to gather some energy in its mouth. The girl was shocked to see this. While the heavy rain fell, the sound of someone fighting echoed throughout the cave. The cave began to shake and some rocks fell inside. Ye Tian smiled when he saw what was happening. He immediately realized that Yunfeng had encountered the monster. He hoped that the girl would be able to hold off the monster for a while. Ye Tian turned to Purple and told her that he needs her to start working. Purple accepted her master's order. She came down from Ye Tian's shoulder and gathered some energy around her. The mouse immediately ran into the cave. While Purple was sniffing the ground, Ye Tian assumed that the numerous amount of caves are affecting Purple's senses. While she was sniffing the ground, Purple found the right path to the treasure. She asked her master to follow her. Purple guided her master to an underground river in the cave. Ye Tian was surprised to see that his pet led him to a river. Our boy immediately realized that the multiple caves inside the large cave are simply decoys used to mislead individuals. Ye Tian was thankful that he had a treasure-hunting mouse. He realized that he would have also fell for the trap if he did not have Purple. Our boy placed his hand into the water to check if there was something inside. Upon seeing that the water was fine, Ye Tian asked Purple to join him in taking a look at the water. Purple jumped on her master's shoulder and held on to it. The moment she did this, Ye Tian jumped into the water. When our boy went deeper into the water, he saw something shocking. He saw a large hole in the middle of a huge rock. Ye Tian immediately realized that he was looking at the original entrance of the cave. The scene shifts and we see a broken sword on the ground. We see an injured Yunfeng lying next to the sword. The girl was surprised to see that she could not win against the monster. Yunfeng forcefully pushed herself up and gathered her energy. She knew that she could not rest in front of a terrifying monster like the worm. Yunfeng could not believe that such a powerful beast was actually in the cave. She realized that she had no choice but to use her secret weapon. Yunfeng took out a tiny marble. The marble is a king-rank weapon. It has the strength of a king-rank expert. With a smile on her face, Yunfeng pointed the marble at the monster. She was eager to show it the power of a king-rank expert. The moment the monster saw the marble, it gathered its energy and prepared to attack Yunfeng again. When Yunfeng saw this, she cracked the marble and activated a wind technique known as monster-piercing stab. The moment she activated the technique, the marble released a terrifying vortex that tore through the monster's head. The attack pierced the monster's head and passed through it. It destroyed a part of the cave and created a large hole in the ceiling. Yunfeng's attack made the entire cave tremble. Some rocks began to fall into the river which Ye Tian was in. Purple immediately warned her master. She explained to him that the mine might collapse anytime soon. Our boy was shocked to feel the energy of the attack. He was certain that Yunfeng was not capable of using an attack of such a high caliber. Ye Tian could tell that something was wrong. He realized that he was running out of time. Our boy activated his speed talent and moved towards the hole. The moment the attack went through its head, a purple flame spread round its body. The earthworm began to scream out and wiggle in pain. The monster did this until it lost its strength. After the earthworm died, Yunfeng pushed it out of the way. The girl felt lucky that she was able to receive the magic tool from the head of the family. She knew that she could have never killed the monster without the item. While resting on the monster, Yunfeng tried to gather her energy. The girl did not want to spend time resting. She was focused on finding the Vitality Stone mine. After swimming for a while, Ye Tian was able to pass through the hole and arrive at the other side of the cave. The moment our boy landed inside the cave, Purple asked him to look around. When he looked up, he saw hundreds of vitality stones. Ye Tian was shocked to see the size of the stones. He never expected the vitality stones to be so huge. With a devious smile on his face, Ye Tian thanked the Yun family for helping him get the vitality stones. Our boy decided to start mining the stones. Purple warned her master that the vitality stones are extraordinarily hard. She asked him to remember this before he starts farming. Ye Tian took out a pickaxe and told Purple that she does not need to worry herself. The moment he said this, our boy activated his strength talent and used it to smash the pickaxe on the stone. While Ye Tian was mining the stones, he asked Purple to help him. He told the mouse that they do not have enough time on their hands. He asked her to assist him by gathering the stones he has mined. This is to make it easy for Ye Tian to store the stones in the inventory. The moment she heard this, Purple rushed to push a stone aside. Before she could completely push the stone away, the mouse sensed something. She left the stone and began to run into the cave. Ye Tian asked Purple to tell him what she is doing. The mouse told her master that she found something important. She asked Ye Tian to follow her. Our boy dropped his axe and ran with Purple. Ye Tian assumed that the vitality stones were the most important treasures in the cave. He asked his mouse if there is something more important than the vitality stone. Purple revealed to her master that she has found a treasure from the legends. When Ye Tian and Purple arrived at their destination, they saw a glowing rock on an altar. Purple explained to her master that he is looking at the vitality core. She told Ye Tian that the vitality stones were created from the vitality core. The mouse revealed to Ye Tian that the vitality core is the most valuable treasure in the secret realm. Ye Tian was shocked to hear this. Purple told her master that the vitality core can help him raise his cultivation to the king rank in the future. Ye Tian could not believe what he was hearing. Our boy could not believe he would get a chance to become one of the strongest people on the continent. Our boy immediately walked towards the altar to grab the core. When Purple saw this, she immediately called out to her master. She asked him to not get too close to the vitality core. She explained to Ye Tian that the energy from the vitality core is too immense. If anyone touches the core directly, they will disintegrate. When Ye Tian stood next to the core, he could feel the immense energy it was releasing. Our boy realized that his body was feeling hot because of the vitality core. Fortunately, Ye Tian has an endurance and defense talent which he obtained on his way to the Demon Sea base. With a smile on his face, our boy activated both of his talents. The moment he activated the talent, a small shield surrounded his body. Purple was surprised to see this. She did not understand how her master was able to use multiple talents. She became curious about the amount of talents her master has. Ye Tian stretched out his hand and tried to grab the vitality core. As his hand got closer to the core, our boy's skin began to peel off. This did not bother Ye Tian. He continued to push through. As his hand got closer to the core, the energy the core was releasing became more dangerous. The energy burnt Ye Tian's clothes and it spread to his shoulder. Our boy screamed out in pain as his body was getting burnt. Purple was shocked to hear her master screaming. She quickly ran towards him. Before she could get close to Ye Tian, the energy of the core spread out and pushed her back. Purple could not get closer to her master. She realized that the energy of the core was way too intense. Regular defense talent is unable to shield anyone from the intense energy of the core. The mouse believed that her master will die if he continues to reach out to the core. As the energy peeled his skin off, Ye Tian grit his teeth and activated his healing talent. He stretched his hand closer to the core. Upon seeing that he had gotten closer to his goal, Ye Tian grit his teeth and placed his finger on the core. The moment his finger touched the core, our boy activated his spatial talent and tried to drag the core into his pocket inventory. The intense energy around him tried to push him away, but Ye Tian did not move. He grit his teeth and forcefully dragged the core into his inventory. The moment he took away the core, the energy pushed Ye Tian back. Our boy got slammed into a wall. Purple quickly rushed to her master. She called out to Ye Tian when she got close to him. Our boy asked the mouse to stay calm. He told her that he is fine. Ye Tian took out the stone and showed it to Purple. The mouse was shocked to see that her master actually obtained the vitality core. She told Ye Tian that he is amazing. While he was lying on the ground, Ye Tian saw that the ceiling was breaking apart. our boy realized that the cave was going to collapse because it no longer had the energy of the vitality core to maintain itself. Purple latched onto her master. Ye Tian activated his speed talent and rushed out of the room. In another part of the cave, Yunfeng noticed that the ceiling was crumbling. She did not understand what caused the sudden earthquake. While thinking, the girl realized that the earthquake might be related to the vitality stone. Yunfeng immediately understood that there is somebody else in the mine. After getting out of the vitality core room, Ye Tian goes to check the vitality stones. Our boy decided to not waste any of the stones. He took out his pickaxe. With a smile on his face, Ye Tian told Purple that they will take all the stones. While Ye Tian was mining, Yunfeng ran towards his location. The girl could not believe that there was actually someone in the mine with her. She believed that she should be the only one in the mine. As the ceiling fell, Yunfeng ran at her top speed while dodging the falling rocks. The girl hoped that her assumption was incorrect. She knew that she would have wasted her time and resources if she is not able to get the vitality core. While running, Yunfeng came across a wall. The girl was surprised to see the wall. She gathered some energy in her hand and clenched her fist. She punched the wall and created a large hole in it. Beyond the wall is another cave. To Yunfeng's surprise, the cave was empty. Yunfeng did not understand why the cave was empty. While the girl was looking around, she stepped on something. Yunfeng went down to pick up the thing she stepped on. To the girl's surprise, she stepped on a shard of the vitality stone. Yunfeng was shocked to see this. She realized that the vitality stones are inside the cave. Although the vitality stones were meant to be inside the cave, Yunfeng could not see any stone in the area. The girl took a whiff of the shard she found. The moment she smelled the stone, Yunfeng realized that a human was already in the cave before her. The girl understood that someone had already mined all the stones. Yunfeng began to tremble when she realized this. She could not believe that she wasted her time while someone mined the stones and stole the vitality core. Yunfeng knew that she is doomed. While trembling on the ground, the girl realized that their family head will kill her for not completing the mission. Yunfeng began to scream. She assures herself that she would find the identity of the culprit. She promised herself that she would kill the culprit for touching something that belongs to the Yun family. The scene shifts and we see Ye Tian running through the forest. Our boy was excited about what happened. He thanked Purple for helping him get the vitality core and the vitality stones. The mouse asked her master not to thank her. She told him that they were able to get the stones because of his luck. Ye Tian told his mouse that they are leaving the secret realm. He explained to Purple that there is a lot of barbecue meat on the outside. The mouse told her master that she will obey all his orders. Ye Tian was happy to finally leave the secret realm. The scene shifts and we are taken to the Yu family building. Inside the mansion, we see a maid holding a lunchbox. Another maid asked the maid with the lunchbox to tell her who the lunch belongs to. The girl explained to the maid that the food belongs to Yuling. She told her that Yuling has locked herself in the room after meeting the ancestor and she has not eaten for a couple of days. The other maid explained to the girl with the lunchbox that Elder Ben has ordered them to never disturb Yuling. Ben ordered the maids to not deliver anything to Yuling including food. The maid with the lunchbox was surprised to hear this. She was certain that Yuling would not last long without any food. The maid was not interested in what the girl had to say. She asked the girl to stop worrying and follow orders. Inside the Yu family medicinal hall, we see Yuling cultivating. Although our girl used almost all her energy to block the ancestor's attack, she still had some energy left. Yuling had slowly began to loosen the barrier blocking her from the next realm. Our girl was certain that she is almost about to become a grandmaster. Due to the fact that Yuling had drank the blood of high-ranking monsters and consumed various treasures, she was certain that she could enter the next realm and become a grandmaster. After cultivating for a while, Yuling gathered some energy around herself. After getting a large amount of energy, our girl felt something. She opened her eyes and prepared herself. Outside the medicinal hall, we see a butterfly hatch from its cocoon. The moment the butterfly came out, the clouds became dark and lightning began to form. A bright light shined on the medicinal hall. People who saw the light from outside the mansion realized that it was coming from the Yu family. They immediately understood that the Yu family has gotten another grandmaster. A man said that another amazing individual is about to come out of the Yu family. Inside the mansion, we see Yuji writing something. The old man smiled when he noticed that Yuling had entered the Grandmaster realm. He realized that Yuling actually has some talent and potential. As an electrifying energy circulated through her body, Yuling noticed that everything felt different. There was no longer any need for our girl to sit down and cultivate. She could now instantly absorb all the vital energy in the air into her body. Yu Ling felt as if her soul was resonating with nature. Her senses had become so much more refined. She could now sense even the tiniest object. While looking around, Yu Ling used a telekinetic ability to drag a cup of water to her hand. Our girl was very excited to do this. She realized that she had also gained the unique ability which grandmasters have. Our girl took a sip of the water. She remembered that tomorrow is the last day that the secret realm will be open. She sat on the floor and rested her head on some wood. Our girl decided to go greet Ye Tian. The next day, we see the entrance of the realm shaking. A man alerted everyone that someone is coming out. The moment the man said this, two men jumped out of the secret realm. One was holding an axe while the other was not carrying any weapons. The merchants in the area were happy to see the men. This is because most people who return last from the secret realm are usually the ones who obtained a large amount of treasures. The man with the axe asked the other man, who he refers to as Big Brother, if they should sell their treasures. The Big Brother told the man that they should look around. While they were walking around, a merchant approached them. With a smile on his face, the merchant told the men that he is buying at a high price. He asked the men to share their treasures with him. He assured them that they can negotiate the price with him. Upon hearing this, the Big Brother took out a spirit grass and asked the merchant to give him a price estimate of the spirit grass. The merchant told the man that the spirit grass is damaged. He explained to the man that he is willing to give him 10,000 gold coins. The man with the axe grabbed the merchant when he heard the amount he offered. He told the merchant that the spirit grass that his Big Brother is holding is the 100-year-old healing spirit grass. He explained to the man that the spirit grass will still be worth more than 10,000 gold, even if it is used to make an alchemy pill. The merchant reminded the men that they can negotiate with him. The Big Brother called out to his second brother. He asked him not to be agitated. He reminded him that they cannot fight in this place. The Big Brother asked the second brother to leave with him. The second brother let go of the man and walked away with his Big Brother. While they were walking away, the man with the axe tells his Big Brother that they are unlucky to encounter a dishonest trader the moment they stepped out of the secret realm. The man tells his brother that someone like the merchant would have died over 800 times if they were in the secret realm. The merchant was terrified to hear what the men were talking about. The Big Brother told the man with the axe that they can easily check for other merchants. As the men walked away, Ye Tian came out of the secret realm. Instead of jumping out of the realm, Ye Tian used his spatial talent to teleport out so that no one would notice him. Our boy appeared right next to the merchant. The man was shocked to see someone behind him. Ye Tian wrapped himself in a black coat. Purple came out of the coat to see the outside world. She was quite amazed to see different people and different things. The moment Purple came out, Ye Tian asked her to hide her presence. Our boy asked Purple to do this because he could sense a king-rank expert staring at him. Ye Tian was able to do this with his perception ability. While our boy was looking around, the traders in the market were asking the martial artists to sell their treasures from the secret realm to them. Ye Tian was not focused on what the traders were saying. He was more bothered by the fact that a king-rank expert was watching the entrance of the secret realm. Our boy decided to not think too much about the issue. He decided to head to the Yu family mansion. Ye Tian activated his spatial talent and teleported away from the area. The merchant that was on the ground was shocked to see this. He was certain that there was someone behind him. He did not understand how Ye Tian was able to slip away. The man cleaned his eyes to make sure that he was seeing the right thing. While the two men were checking out the stores in the area, the second brother told his Big Brother that they are going to become rich. This is because the two men got a lot of valuable treasures from the secret realm. The Big Brother asked his second brother to stop spewing nonsense and keep quiet. He warned his brother that someone might target them if they hear what he is saying. Immediately the man said this. An array appeared below him. The man was shocked to see the array. Before he and his second brother could react, they got transported to another location. The two men got dropped in another location. The place looked like a dungeon. While struggling to get up, the Big Brother realized that someone used a spatial talent on them. When the two men looked around, they saw a large amount of dead bodies in the dungeon. The men began to scream. They did not understand what was going on. While the men were shouting, someone asked them to shut up. The person reminded the second brother that he mentioned that he got a lot of treasures from the secret realm. When the Big Brother turned around to see who was talking, he was shocked to see King Yunhee. While sitting on a table, Yunhee smiled at the two men with a bottle of beer in his hand. The men were terrified to see Yunhee. The second brother trembled when he stared into King Yunhee's eyes. He could not comprehend why a king-rank expert would be in the dungeon. Yun found it annoying to see how the two men were trembling. His eyes glowed and the bodies of the two men tore apart. King Yun drank a large chug of beer after killing the men. With a sadistic smile on his face, Yun told the corpses of the men that he will enjoy their treasures. The scene shifts and we see Ye Tian wandering around an area. Our boy did not know the location of the Yu family's residence. He knew that it will be hard for him to find it because the Demon Sea base is extremely large. Ye Tian realized that he should have asked Yu Ling for the address of her house. He decided to ask someone for the address of the Yu family's residence. While Ye Tian was looking around, someone rushes towards him. Our boy turned around when he sensed the person's presence. Unfortunately for him, he was too slow. The person used her leg to kick Ye Tian's head. The person who kicked our boy's head turns out to be Yu Ling. Yu Ling was shocked to see that she actually landed an attack on our boy. Ye Tian flew back and fell to the ground. Our boy placed his hand on his head to ease his pain. Ye Tian was certain that he had not offended anyone in the Demon Sea base. He did not understand why someone would attack him. Yu Ling rushed to help our boy up. Ye Tian was surprised to see our girl. Yu Ling put her hands together and apologized to Ye Tian. She explained to him that she has advanced to the Grandmaster realm and she was eager to test his strength. Our girl did not expect that Ye Tian would not have his guard up. Our boy was shocked to hear that Yu Ling had reached the Grandmaster realm. He asked her if she is telling the truth. With a smile on her face, Yu Ling told Ye Tian that she was simply lucky. Guys, we have come to the end of our video. If you guys want part 18 of this video, let me know in the comments section. Don't forget to like and smash that subscribe button for more recaps. See you guys later.